Chapter 2. A Night on the Town. Your usher through the palace halls beside the man you met on the balcony, Prince Clark of Ishmar. Your Highness, this way. Best not to keep the king waiting any longer. Clark... Sorry if I made you late. You had somewhere important to be, but I kept you behind. It's not a big deal. Before he can reply, you're escorted into the room where a tall, imposing man stands before a throne, flanked by a frowning nobleman. Rose, dear, there you are. I trust you've kept our guest entertained. King Edmond Julivert of Monterey smiles right at you. With a jolt, you remember you're supposed to be his daughter. I did my best, Your Majesty. I mean, Father. You managed to stop yourself from curtsying, something Rose probably wouldn't do for her own dad, as the king turns to Clark. Prince Clark, how wonderful to finally see you. Wonderful indeed. How kind of you to drop in on us without warning and then disappear for nearly an hour. King Eggman, Lord Cecile, I appreciate your patience. Please accept my apologies for my unexpected arrival. So that's Lord Cecile Rose warned me about. So much for giving him a wide berth. I was so grateful to receive the King Edmund's invitation to host me for this social season. The king invited Ishmar's heir to the court? It's a big deal for two countries that they've hated each other for centuries. So I arrived early to suggest an additional way to improve relations between our feuding kingdoms. For a moment, Clark's gaze shifts to you. I wish to formally court Princess Rose with the possibility of proposing at the end of the season. The possibility of what? Did you know about this, Your Majesty? I mean, Father? No, but I think it's a marvelous idea. You do? Monterey has been at odds with Ishmar for centuries, but I've been hoping our kingdoms could resolve our feud. It would be up to Prince Clark whether or not to propose in the end, and up to you, my daughter, whether you accept. More like up to real Rose. But one season of courtship would show both kingdoms that our heirs can get along, and that perhaps we could too. Well, since this seems like it's happening no matter what I say... Excellent! Then I'd like you and the Prince Clark to arrange his welcome ball to be held in 2 days' time. Is this really necessary, Father? If this visit is to improve our relations between our kingdoms, we must welcome our Ishmari guest with open arms, no? Respectfully, King Aedmon, I must object. It will take more than a political courtship or one ball to undo centuries of rivalry. Ishmar is too proud to cooperate with our betters, or theirs. Clark's hand clenches like he'd love to wipe that smirk off Cecile's face. You can't blame him. I might not be the real Rose, but I can't let Cecile write off a chance for peace that easily. Lord Cecile... I'm gonna be a smartass. If you don't like the ball, you're welcome to stay at home. My objection is to what the ball symbolizes, not whether or not I simply like it, Your Highness. It represents choosing generosity over old wounds. Surely your lordship can see the importance of that. Cecile opens his mouth as if to retort and scoffs. So, the recluse princess has finally formed an opinion for once. What a momentous day. That is quite enough, Lord Cecil. I, for one, am proud that my daughter supports this historic chance for diplomacy. You've earned your first... Oh god, there's a gimmick in this book, isn't there? Thank you, Father. I'm just glad that didn't backfire. Forgive the intrusion, everyone. I'm told our rooms are ready. I thought Clark would like to take a look. The nobleman who found you earlier steps into the throne room and bows courteously. Of course, Lord Aaron. I hope you and Prince Clark enjoy your stay with us this season. Lead the way, old friend. Clark and Aaron bow to the king, and Clark gives you a small nod as he follows Aaron out of the throne room. I look forward to discussing the ball soon, Princess Rose. Yes, for sure. For now, I really should retire to my chambers as well. You curtsy and hurry out of the throne room in the opposite direction from Clark, pulling Rose's phone from a dress pocket. Please pick up, please pick up. Daisy, what's wrong? Rose... Listen, I look at it like this. It's her life after 2 days, so go with it. Things just got complicated. Oh no. Complicated how? One hasty explanation later. Clark's here to what? I knew he'd be visiting for the season, but I never heard anything about a courtship. Well, your dad loves the idea. Thinks it could end the feud between Monterey and Ismar, or at least be a step in that direction. What do we do? You can hear Rose pacing on the other end of the line as she thinks. We stick to the plan. Clark is an unexpected wrinkle, but if you want to be princess for more than an hour, I'm confident you can handle his, We haven't seen each other since we were children, so he knows me about as well as you do. And I'd never actually want to court the man, so if you offend him, don't worry about it. Okay. I guess I can handle a cute prince for your sake. He's cute now, is he? I mean, a totally average amount of cute. If you're not into the roguishly charming type. I'd love to be able to help more, Daisy. But I have to go. Good luck. Okay. You hang up the phone just as Daisy's roommate, Faye, walks into your shared room. Hi, roomie. It's so good to finally see you. I see you again. Totally. Who were you just talking to? One of my classmates called about a school thing. They had a question about last week's, history lecture. You should really start charging your classmates. You could make a killing as a tutor. You remember Daisy's major? Actually, I didn't. I just winged this shit. Yes, I've become quite practiced in assisting my history major friends. You mercifully interrupted by a knock on the door. A girl peeks into the room, gesturing to her outfit. Daisy, I need a second opinion. Since Faye's making us go to this Theta party tonight, what do you think of this look? It's fabulous, Astra. You look even more fashionable than I remember. I think it looks loud, but maybe that's appropriate for a club environment. A girl dressed in black and deep purple trails in after Astra, leaning against the doorframe. I still don't get why we have to go to this party tonight, though. I was supposed to clean Poppy's terrarium, and you know he gets grumpy when his sun lamp isn't putting out enough lumens. I know, but this is Theta party, and as long as the most popular sorority on campus, they've got a lot of clout. There's a Greek funding meeting tomorrow, and if we want enough budget to keep the lights on, the Thetas need to see us out there, being just as essential part of Julivert's Greek life as they are. I hate to state the obvious, but we aren't that essential. Well, I think it's a great idea. All three girls look at you like you've sprouted a second head. I appreciate the positivity, Daisy, especially after you spent all week trying to convince me to, not go to the party. Whoops. I mean, we really weren't apprised of that. I just think we owe it to Faye to go. We all deserve a break. We need some sisterly bonding time. We deserve a break. Savia, when was the last time you went out for something other than a lecture? Astra, when did you step out for something that wasn't more resin for the gold tier angel costume? I tried to put it together. Big mistake. Don't remind me. That's exactly my point. We could all use a night to unwind. I guess I did already tell my raid group I was busy tonight. And, Savia could always put on one more layer of eyeliner. That's the spirit. Luna, can we count on you in? As Safia applies more eyeliner, Faye calls out to a skittish-looking girl walking past the bedroom door. I really can't. I have to finish a paper. Well, then we should endure this club as a quartet once everyone is freshened up. You tentatively open Daisy's closet to find a slinky purple dress tucked away. I have no idea what she was saving this for, but I'd never get to wear a dress like this. Provocative at the palace. It's bound to be a hit at the club. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be a hit, alright. What do you think? 10 out of 10. You're really pulling off that sexy clubgoer cosplay. It's very iridescent, like a bird trying to attract a mate. Then what are we waiting for? The club calls. Just as the sun sets, you and Daisy's sorority sisters arrive at the main entrance of the sleek-looking club. Come on, Deltas. I'm not going home until we had drinks, danced our hearts out, and done ever something we've never tried before. You stride confidently towards the door, but a muscular man in sunglasses suddenly steps in front of you. Invitations, please. Invitations? I think you're confused. I'm the head of a sorority. Congratulations. No invite means no entry. But we came all this way. Don't you think the venue could accommodate 4 more guests? Don't go, don't care. You and the other Deltas follow a crestfallen Fae out of the line. I can't believe this. I thought all the houses were invited, but Stephanie was pretty light on the details. Does this mean we can go home so I can finish the Fox chainmail gauntlets I've been working on? And so I can clean Poppy's terrarium? I guess everyone really wants to leave. No way. We made it this far, and I'm not turning back now. You march back up to the bouncer with the other girls at your heels. Excuse me, sir, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. This is supposed to be the hottest club in town, right? Right. Wrong. If it isn't until we step inside, do you really think your bosses would want you turning guests like us away? You strike the most charming pose in your arsenal, letting your dress sparkle in the street's neon lights. The Deltas do their best to mimic you. The bouncer starts to protest, but then he takes a good look at your outfit for the first time. So sorry, miss. Should have known a VIP when I saw one. Please, head on in. You wink at the Deltas as you lead them inside. I don't know how you did it, but that was amazing. Neither did I. It's just magic. Also plot armor and plot holes. That's the power of a sexy little dress. Inside, the club is full of people dancing, drinking, and thumping bass line that hums in your bones. It's everything I hoped it would be. And best of all, there's not a single courtier in sight. Yeah, I've officially changed my mind about going home. This place is sick. And let's give it a try and enjoy it. It shouldn't be too hard, as long as we stay out of Stephanie's way. She nods towards an impeccably dressed girl on the dance floor, sipping a drink and laughing. Oh boy. So, be seen, but not too seen. Got it. How about I get us a round of wine coolers? Ooh, give me a virgin Mai Tai. You nod and head towards the bar, sending a quick text as you go. Quick, Daisy, what's your standard party drink? Cherry soda? But if you're getting drinks for everyone, don't let Sophia have a virgin Mai Tai. Sugar makes her crash hard. Noted. Have fun being me. You slip through the crowd towards the bar and hail the bartender. Hello, barkeep. Really? Shots, cherry soda. Cocktail, cherry soda. Best to keep up my Daisy impression. Anything else? 2 wine coolers and a small virgin... Excuse me? We're still waiting on our order. Yeah, what's a Theta gotta do to get some service in this place? Sorry, miss, I'll get you those in a minute. But... The bartender rushes away to deal with the Thetas, leaving you alone at one end of the bar. I've seen plenty of entitlement in my life, but those girls are on another level. I mean, if they've been waiting on their drinks longer than you've been standing there placing your order, it's only fair. Maybe I can help you out. You're about to meet Rose's love interest, so choose someone who makes your heart race. Alright, let's see what we got. Man. Alright, we got look 1. Look 2. Let's see the female options, shall we? Female option is number 1. Number 2. Why not? What'd you have in mind? Hey, Steve, mind if I cut in? Like you even have to ask. The stranger ducks behind the bar with ease and reaches for a few bottles. He gives you a friendly grin as he starts making your order. Who are you? Besides my savior. Call me Devin, but honestly, I'm more interested in who you are. I'm Daisy. Well, Daisy, you look like you belong on the dance floor in a dress like that. As he mixes drinks, you catch him stealing an admiring look at your dress. And you. That's my next stop as soon as I have our drinks. From your accent, I'm guessing you're American, which means you're pretty far from home. Good ear. I'm actually an exchange student at Julivert. Like, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. What accent is she supposed to have? Like, seriously. Anyway. That right. I'm a little jealous that you get to see this place with fresh eyes. You're in a great school in the greatest city in the world. Trust me, I feel very lucky to be here tonight. Devin sets your drinks on a tray and with the rest of your order and slides the tray across the bar. Yeah, but I never got to finish my drink order. Well, then besides this round on me, and if you don't mind a stranger's advice, enjoy your time here while you can. I fully intend to. Grabbing your drinks, you find the Deltas hovering on the edge of the dance floor. The drink train has arrived, and I'm about to have my first drink that didn't come from a palace cellar. Faye glances at your order as the girls all take their own glasses. Nice to see you acting like yourself again. Who else would I be acting like, silly? Who cares? This drink makes me want to dance. I'd rather study the kinetic energy as an observer. So many bodies moving with wild abandon, so frenetic. I like her attitude. She slinks away into the crowd, still muttering, and Astra shrugs. Okay, we should have seen that coming, but how about you two? Wanna let out our inner party girls? Yeah, the dance floor's been calling my name all night. I'm game, but this place is a lot more crowded than expected. It's okay, Faye. I remember being nervous the first time I had to dance at another club. All you have to do is picture the other guests in their underwear, take it one step at a time, surrender to the rhythm. Oh yeah. I mean, what? I surrender to the rhythm. You take one sip of your drink and set it aside before making your way across the floor, shaking your hips to the rhythm of the music. Come on, Faye. One way or another, the rhythm will get you. Okay, here goes nothing. Faye's self-conscious dance moves quickly, turn into a pure enthusiasm as the bass pumps through all of you. Damn, this feels great. I haven't danced like this in ages. I told you, it'd be fun. As the three of you laugh and sway to the music, you spot Sophia chatting with another guest by the bar. And that's how I started my long but rewarding journey into the world of ophiology. Cool. And you really have a pet snake at home? Oh, I couldn't leave him home alone. Oh my god. She actually brought a snake to a club. An actual snake ducks out of her sleeve and nuzzles her hand. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! You sure to see Stephanie head of the Thetas staring at Poppy and Safia as she lets out an ear-piercing scream. Bouncer! My name is Stephanie Dupont and I need you to escort these weirdos out immediately. The bouncer from the entrance stomps towards you. You're the lady. You gotta leave. But we just got here. Saffy, you didn't mean to scare anyone. Yeah, you can't kick us out over a little pet snake. Besides... Poppy is harmless. That's right. I trained him rigorously, and he's only ever bitten one person. You cannot be serious? Remember Poppy's name? I'm sure it was, just in, self-defense. That's it. You're out of here. Yep, that went well. The bouncer looms over you. Hold on, Pete. Suddenly, Devin's beside you, staring down the bouncer. Unless I missed a no snake sign on the entrance, they haven't done anything wrong, have they? Well, I mean, not technically, but guess causing drama is bad for business. And then remember that favor you promised me after I got to the neighborhood to find your mom's missing necklace? Of course. She would have been devastated if we lost Nana's locket. So, consider this a favor. My favor. These girls get to stay. Stephanie's glare daggers at the bouncer, and he winces, but gives Devin a nod. If Devin's vouching for you, fine. Put the snake away, okay? This is a club, not a zoo. Did you hear that, Poppy? You get to stay in my sleeve. Yes. Oh, if they're staying, I'm leaving. Come on, Betas. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Stephanie stomps out with several Thetas, trailing minor. Astra gives Safi a thumbs up while you turn to Devin. Thanks for the assist. Happy to help. Although I'm kind of curious what you would have done if I hadn't stepped in. I would have... been kicked out of my first club in Monterey. And, well, I was glad I was here. Believe me, so am I. Care to dance now that you saved us? I was hoping you'd ask. You sway on the dance floor together, doing your best to follow Devin's steps. So, how is it that you know so many people here? Are you a student too? Just a guy who knows his way around the city. My family's lived here for generations, so I know it like the back of my hand. Oh, really? Then you know any must-see spots? Any an exchange student should visit while she's here? Funny you should ask. There's one right in this club. Then you have got to give me a tour. At a nod from Devin, the bartender lets you both through a door labeled staff only, and soon you're climbing a fire escape. It's not much further. Just a couple more steps. He holds out his hand to help you up. It's steps, dude. I'm just saying there's steps. Oh wow, you can even see the palace from here. I lived in the capital my entire life. Semester. But I've never seen it quite like this before. That's beautiful, isn't it? Glance away from the view at Devin and find him looking at you. There are plenty of magical spots in the city, if you know where to look. You've just got to have the right tour guide. And I'm very lucky to have found you. Funny, I was thinking the same thing. He smiles at you, his face aglow in the soft city lights, and suddenly your phone buzzes with a text. I wish I could stay and enjoy the view, but I think my friends are ready to leave. I can walk you all home, if this is where tonight has to end. And if it isn't? Well, I am gonna swing by an underground art show one of my friends is hosting. I'd love to take you. I promise it'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, as long as you don't mind getting a little messy. He has no idea just how once-in-a-lifetime tonight really is. Plus, I promised myself I'd try something new. I'd love to join you. I was really hoping you'd say that. You quickly text the Deltas that you'll be home later, and then follow Devin back down the fire escape. Devin leads you to a part of the town you've never seen on one of your royal tours. He high-fives a few people outside of a warehouse before they let you in. to a venue that's even wilder than the club you just left. Incredible works of abstract art are hanging or splashed on every wall. Music thums from the back of the room, while black lights illuminate the space and people within. You were right, I've never seen anything like this. Glad I lived up to my own hype, although I have to say I'm a little surprised. Have you seriously never been to a street art show before? Nope. Never. My family's pretty traditional. I can respect that. There's a time and a place for more classical art than what they do here. True, but I'm way more interested in seeing what this place has to offer. Well, then follow me. He leads you to the source of the music, where a crowd surrounds several large drums. Several paint-splattered people tap to a rhythmic beat. Interesting. Are those drums splashing paint? It's UV paint. You can make music and art at the same time, as long as you're willing to be a canvas. One of the drummers strikes another drum, and paint splashes up, glowing in the black light and splattering across her shirt. Can we try? Oh, you're gonna ruin that poor girl's dress. I wouldn't bring you all that way just to look at the paint drums. He takes a set of drumsticks from a box on the ground and hands them to you. Ever played before? No, but I've seen plenty of parade drummers. How hard can it be? You approach the drum and gently rap on it. With the end of the stick, the paint barely moves. Yeah, great form. But this isn't a parade. You might want to try a little more force. Devin, I was just warming up. You grip the drumsticks tighter, facing the drum with determination. Get ready for the real deal. Smack the drum as hard as you can, sending bright blue paint splashing across your face and onto Devin. Oh yeah, encore. Devin steps up to a drum beside you, adding more colors and this drum beats until you're both a technicolor mess. Whoa! You drum until you physically can't drum anymore, and a paint-splattered Devin leads you to a quiet corner to catch your breath. That was amazing! There are no rules. You get to make a mess, and no one tells you what to do or how to do it. I know, you're like a child. And then you have to go upstairs from the underground and live normal life. I know it's a shock. Everyone deserves a chance to express themselves. If you ask me, it's like art for the personality. Are you an artist? I mean, you have artist friends, and you know this artsy place. I'm actually a writer, though my parents always hoped I'd keep up the family business. They don't want you to be an artist? Not the pen and paper kind, no. They're both big-time ceramists, like their parents were, and their parents' parents. But I like working with people, and more than pots and vases. I like celebrating them with words. So, you're a writer and a romantic. I think most writers are romantics in one way or another. You have to be passionate about a story to see it through, to care enough about every detail to get it right, to do it justice. What a beautiful way of looking at the writing. He laughs and rubs the back of his neck. It's my way of looking at it, at least. I'm glad you have the freedom to do things you're passionate about. You can't help the hint of wistfulness in your voice, but as Devin looks at you, you also know that you can't tell him why you feel that way. Daisy, it's alright, really. Right now, I'm passionate about seeing the rest of this place. You wander through more of the venue together, passing a bunch of eclectic paintings on the walls. I've never seen art this expressive before. Not that there isn't expression in a Rembrandt or a Renoir, but this is so personal, exciting, free. All the above. You almost sound like an art history major, Miss exchange student from America. Oops, I assumed Daisy didn't grow up in a palace full of classical art. I just study regular history, but anyone can appreciate a little creativity. That's why I love shows like this. You can get to see stuff by crazy talented artists, stuff museums don't always appreciate. You eventually reach the venue section, where several hoses and buckets sit beside the door. Is this piece about the nature of life, comparing people to water that's been shaped by things that contain it? No, this is probably to wash off the paint. I love the interpretation, but I think it's for people who clean themselves up before they leave. Oh, right. I guess we wanted to go home looking like some painting sneezed on us. He laughs and picks up a hose while you use other to fill up a bucket. Suddenly, he splashes you with a stream of water. Hey! Just trying to help. Grab my hose and fight back. Oh, it's on. You turn your hose on him, spraying him right in the face. He sputters and laughs. Oh, if we're playing dirty, I'll play dirty. Technically, we're playing clean. As you mercilessly spray each other with the hoses, paint drains off of you in rainbow streaks, until eventually, Devin holds his hands up. Truce. We'll call it a draw. As you towel dry your mostly clean clothes, Devin pulls his shirt over his head and wrings it out. He's thoughtful and cute. Why do I never meet anyone like this at the palace? Well, I mean, technically, if you're at the palace right now, there's an okay-looking guy there, you know? Did you wipe still have paint on my face? No, you look, you're good. He wrings his shirt out one more time before slipping it back on. Then I think I owe you a walk home. All too soon, you're standing outside of the Delta's house with Devin beside you. Thanks for coming to the showdown with me. It was the most fun I've had in a while. I find that hard to believe. You seem like the kind of guy who can have fun anywhere. I do my best, but it helps to have the right company. He smiles warmly at you. I'm really glad I met you at the bar, even if it was just for tonight. I'm glad we met too. Spending a night out like this, it meant more to me than you could ever know. Yeah, well, it's a good thing we got to spend it together. There's more you want to say, but after tomorrow, you know you'll be Princess Rose again. A world away from this moment. Good night, Devin, and thank you. You walk up to the path to the Delta's house, looking over your shoulder at Devin one last time. You head inside, flop onto Daisy's your bed. Faye is on her own bed scrolling through her phone. Wasn't tonight incredible, Faye? It was. But are you covered in paint? I thought I washed this off. You look down and see a few stray specks of green and yellow on your clothes. That guy who stood up for us took me to a show and, well, art happened. How spontaneous of you. Although you've been pretty spontaneous all night. You were fearless and adventurous and a great dancer. Oh, thanks, Roomie. Which is how I know something's wrong. You're not acting like yourself, Daisy. Tell me what's really going on with you right now. Oh no! We have been found out! She knows something's up! Can you swap the... Who cares? Seriously, who honestly cares? Alright, without further ado, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It'd be great to have you a part of the community. It'd be great. Really, truly, it would. Especially to see your beautiful faces every time I upload content. It'd be great. Then, if you would like to support the channel, there's many things you can do. You can like the video, share the video, and then there's also links down in the description below. But without further ado, let me know how you feel about this book. So far, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully, I'm doing justice by all the voices and everything else. And hey, hopefully you all really are enjoying it. I always give 110 minimal % every time I do choices chapters. Like, I think there's only been a couple times through all these years where I just have not been giving 100%. And usually I'll let you guys know. Usually I'll let you know and tell you, today I'm just not feeling it or whatnot. Usually at the end of the video, but today I'm doing all right. I'm in okay spirits, and I gave 110%. Just to let you know. Even though sometimes I just don't feel like it, and especially with the state of YouTube, the channel, the way Choices is going, the things that are going on, everything else, it can at times be very saddening. We'll go with that. I could think of other words, disheartening, you know, the whole nine yards. And then, you know, I look outside choices content and how long I've been doing this, and sadness, but I digress. Thank you all for watching. Love you, beautiful faces, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.